There are levels to money. Not income, exactly. Not wealth in the dramatic sense people imagine. Levels of treatment, levels of patience, levels of flexibility. The amount of humanity the financial system extends to you changes depending on what sits inside your accounts. Most people think banks are neutral machines. They are not. They are businesses reacting to risk, profit, and leverage. And the higher you climb financially, the more the system bends toward convenience instead of punishment. Stage 1. Survival mode. Your account balance is unstable. Some weeks it's positive. Some weeks it's negative. The distance between those two states is so thin that one forgotten subscription or one delayed paycheck can collapse the entire structure. The overdraft notification arrives instantly. A charge for being short on money while already short on money. Maybe the fee is $30, maybe $35. The logic is brutal. If you had enough money, you would never trigger the fee. But because you don't, the system extracts even more from what little remains. You stand at a grocery checkout, watching your card decline, while people behind you pretend not to notice. You refresh your banking app again and again, trying to understand where the money went. Financial stress rarely looks dramatic. It looks like silent arithmetic. It looks like transferring $20 between accounts at midnight. It looks like checking your balance before buying gas. The bank offers overdraft protection. Protection here means they approve the transaction, then charge you for rescuing you from embarrassment. At this level, the system knows only one thing about you. Your balance is negative, and everything else follows from that. Stage 2. Functioning, but fragile. You've escaped the overdraft cycle for now. The account stays positive most of the month. Barely. Maybe there's $300 left after bills. Maybe $500 if nothing unexpected happens. This is where many people spend years. The account fee appears quietly. $12, $15. A penalty for not maintaining the minimum balance. If you already had enough money sitting untouched, the fee would disappear. But because you don't, it stays. You are paying to store your own money. Savings accounts technically exist for you, but the interest is meaningless. Pennies across an entire year. Meanwhile, the same institution lends that money back into the economy at rates many times higher. You apply for credit. The options are limited. Secured cards, low limits, high interest. The bank is testing whether you can be trusted with access. Customer service exists, but it is procedural. Scripts, departments, hold music. No one knows your name. You are not a relationship here. You are a number. Stage 3. Stability. Something shifts. The direct deposits become consistent. Income arrives on schedule. The algorithms notice before you do. Pre-approved offers begin appearing. Credit cards, small loans, higher limits. For the first time, borrowing becomes accessible instead of impossible. The rates are still expensive, but the doors open. Fees disappear because payroll qualifies you for waivers. Approval times shrink. Transactions stop feeling suspicious. The system relaxes around you. And emotionally, something changes. You stop checking your balance 10 times a day. You stop fearing every banking notification. You begin to breathe differently around money. The institution responds because stable customers are profitable customers. You matter now, commercially. Stage 4. Accumulation. The savings account grows steadily. Investments appear. Emergency reserves become real. Credit cards are paid off monthly. Interest stops mattering.
Your financial profile now communicates discipline. The institution responds immediately. Credit limits expand without requests. Loan offers improve. Interest rates fall. The price of money becomes cheaper because lending to you feels safe. This is where compounding quietly changes everything. Smaller interest burdens leave more capital in your hands. More capital creates stronger leverage. And slowly, the system begins tilting in your favor. Stage 5. Preferred status. Your assets reach levels most retail branches rarely encounter. The service changes immediately. Phone support routes differently. Wait times shrink. Representatives have authority instead of scripts. Problems that once required 3 escalations are solved in a single conversation. Exceptions become available. Fees are reversed. Policies soften. Requests receive interpretation instead of denial. Relationship managers appear. Someone whose job depends partly on keeping your account satisfied. It feels personal, even when it's commercial.
Stage 7. Elite client status. Several million dollars changes the rules again. Products become private. Rates become negotiable. Investment opportunities appear that ordinary customers never even hear about. Entire advisory teams surround the relationship now. Investment specialists, tax attorneys, trust coordinators. Meetings happen in rooms designed differently from standard branches. The atmosphere changes because the stakes change. At this level, wealth purchases flexibility. Paperwork shortens, approvals accelerate, bureaucracy fades. Level 8. Private banking. At the highest tier, banking stops resembling retail finance entirely. You are assigned a private banker, someone with a deliberately small client list, someone who knows your family structure, your businesses, your long-term plans. Nothing is standard anymore. Loan structures are negotiated individually. Investment access is curated. Special exceptions happen quietly, behind closed doors. The wealthy are not above the law, but they absolutely experience the maximum flexibility allowed within it. Fees disappear before being mentioned. Requirements soften. Processes accelerate. And eventually, you understand the truth underneath the entire system. Banking was never only about money. It was always about perceived value. At the bottom, the system protects itself from you. In the middle, the system evaluates you. At the top, the system competes for you. Same institution, same branding, same financial world. Completely different experience.